Hi everyone, thank you for coming to my first class on Patreon, guys. Demonology 101. So guys, you do want to get a paper and a pen if you want to write down any of this stuff. Of course, you will have access to it as you stay a member on Patreon. Thank you so much to everyone, guys, for just joining. I will let you know now that I do not plan on staying on YouTube. As you guys know, it's heavily infiltrated by not only the cabal, but a lot of witches, a lot of demons, and light workers are constantly getting psychically attacked. So I know I'm not gonna be on there much longer, guys. I'm just not built for that. You know, one of my gifts is teaching the collective. I am a healer, okay? So I do consider myself a healer first and foremost. But I just know that, you know, Spirit doesn't want me on there much longer. I will keep my steady clients, guys, people that continue to come back to me. But like I said, if you want to see anything from me, it's probably from now on going to be on Patreon. I'm slowly going to get off of YouTube, and I'm not going to be leaving my services for free. I've realized that with all the array of people on there, that a lot of people are not who they say they are. Me personally, I mean, I've had other readers backstab me, okay? So I know that they're not what they preach, okay? As far as, you know, there are charlatans out here, okay? So let's get started, guys. Like I said, if you did watch that first video that I asked you to watch, that was Aaron Abkhe's demon possession. That is a great video before we go into the study, okay? So I am waiting for Barnes & Noble to give me a call, guys. I have something that I want to add with this. That will be on my second video. It's just not ready. They had to order it from out of state, and it's just not here yet. But I didn't want you guys to wait any longer because I know that description is a month long, okay? And I wanted to steady add content, okay? So whenever you are doing any kind of study like this, you definitely want to put down salt, okay? You definitely want to put down some salt, guys, before you even read this stuff, because you do not want to invoke anything. Okay, this is just iodized salt from the cabinet. If you got pink Himalayan or anything special, black salt, definitely want to use it. You definitely want to burn your Palo Santo and your sage, which is what I'm doing. Okay, so if you haven't done that, go do that now, because as you know, words are spells, even words on paper. Okay, images as well. I made sure that I prayed. You guys know that I do channel archangels, okay? I try to stay on an angelic frequency, guys, okay? I'm not a saint, though, okay? So you definitely want to burn your sage, your Palo Santo, and get down your, you know, your stuff for protection, okay? So let's get started, all right? This is going to be about an hour long, all right? As Aaron Abkhe explained, a demon is an entity that wants to take possession of a human body, okay? What we're gonna go over in this video and videos to come is the different ones, okay? The different hierarchy, all right? And just some knowledge about them, okay? Now, keep in mind, guys, when psychics say we're getting psychically attacked, we're usually getting psychically attacked by witches who are invoking these demons, okay? And the reason why they're doing that is because they are not of the light. So they do not have gifts such as clairvoyance, claircognizance, clairaudient, okay? And they are jealous of light workers and their gifts, okay? So if you are watching this, then you probably are a light worker, okay? Or you are of the light, okay? Now, how do I know this stuff? Spirit will frequently let me see what witches and covens do, okay? That's not something that I ask for. It's something that they frequently let me see, guys, okay? The reason why they let me see is so that I can, of course, protect myself. But, you know, a coven can have anywhere from 7 people to 70 people, you know, to 700, okay? And when they invoke these spirits, guys, they're invoking these spirits, these demons, on certain days of the week with certain moon cycles. Okay, so this is a whole art. This is a whole practice that is not being talked about, okay? And the reason why it's not talked about is because obviously knowledge is power. And the less people know about this stuff, the less you can fight back, all right? And that's why I'm putting this on Patreon, okay? So a demon is an evil spirit or devil, especially one thought to possess a person or act as a tormentor in hell, okay? Demons, there are 72 in the Goetia, okay? That's the R's of Goetia, okay? There is a list of demons in the R's of Goetia that's written here, okay? This is a very specific one. This is Valak, okay? This one has been talked about a lot in videos, movies, in Sabrina the Teenage Witch. It's come up in a 2016 film, The Conjuring, okay? There are variations, of course, of the spelling of this demon. If you look at this demon, you can see that it looks like a baby, okay? That's on a two-headed dragon or a serpent. A lot of times, this one in particular is known to sound like a child, okay? And to invoke somebody's inner child, okay? So when you hear children or the sounds of your children sometimes talking to you in dreams or when you're astral projecting, you may not even know it, but you may be summoning, or this one may be nearby, okay? So don't get scared. Of course, this is not to be afraid. This is just to help you be informed, okay? So besides this one, we will talk about some other ones, including but not limited to Beelzebub, Lucifer, Rockefeller, Moloch, Baal, okay? Trickster spirits, be careful, because you can pass out, okay, if you go too long into studying this stuff, okay? I will tell you that, okay? Malphas, Stolas, Andromedus, Beleth, Citri, Gusion, Bor, Paimin, Barbados, Amon, Valfer, Marbus, okay? And these all have different gifts, guys, okay? They all do different things, okay? Now, keep in mind, anytime a demon exists, there is an archangel who watches over our heavenly realms, okay? And will be in charge of frustrating them, okay? And will also be in charge of ruling over them, okay? We'll say ruling over them because each angel is assigned to different demons, okay? So this information is found in the Key of Solomon, okay? Angels are stronger than demons, okay? Each has an hour, a day, and time to summon, okay, and call on these demons, okay? So Valak, what this one does is it tells you where treasures are hidden. It reveals hidden dangers, okay? All right, so anytime, the reason why you want to invoke, or witches do, right? They invoke these type of demons is because they may want to go after your money or your fortune, okay? So one of the things when you enter into like the cabal, right? The Illuminati, they protect you from these demons, okay? They will not release any on you. This is why they make people in the music industry and actors and actresses, etc., why they make them sign contracts, okay? They are under their protection, okay? So if, say, I wanted to go after your fortune or your money, okay, say I'm just a normal witch in a coven, or I do any kind of sigil magic or any kind of chaos magic, people frequently invoke these type of demons to go after your money, okay? Are these unleashed? Yes. Do you have archangels that protect you and watch over you? Yes. Now you need to call on your archangels, okay, to protect you, similar to how I did before I started this recording, okay? Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Azrael, okay? Come forward and protect me. Only benevolent, only good spirits are welcome here, okay? Keep in mind, because I am stating these names out loud, and they are written on a sheet of paper. Okay. So these are talked about also in the grimoire. Okay. And if you've never read about the grimoire, look it up. Okay. These are books that are held in the Vatican, okay, or anywhere on the earth, okay, where knowledge is getting obtained and decimated, okay, such as CERN, okay. So you definitely want to look into that, okay. Oribus is superior to the Prince Duke. This is lower scale demons, okay. And you will find information on that demon in the book of Enoch, okay. Now keep in mind, guys, all of these demons or all of these angels are not talked about in the Christian Bible, okay. You do have the Torah, and you also have Islam, the Quran, okay. So you're not going to find all of even anything about the angels, the archangels, all in the Christian books, okay. Keep in mind there were books that were like the Dead Sea Scrolls that were removed from the Bible, okay. So I hope you know that too by now. If not, you will need to look that up on your own, because I'm not going into that. I'm assuming that you already know that, okay? But again, if you are taking notes, then you definitely want to write that stuff down. All right, so let me backtrack a little bit. The reason why I know about this and why I decided to do this course and this study, like I said, is God, my spirit guides, my spirit teams. They will often have me go into where I know that witches are invoking them, okay? That's all I'll say, okay? You want to be careful if you do know of anybody who is a practicing witch. You want to assume, guys, that they are invoking these demons, okay? And that they do know about them, because if they are into black magic, which we'll go to in later series, as far as voodoo, hoodoo, santeria, you want to just assume that they know how to conjure up these demons. And if not, these ones specifically, there are variations, okay? There are trickster spirits, okay? For instance, a jinn or the jinn, okay, as a genie, okay? A supernatural creature in early Islamic theology, which helps with granting you misfortune, grabbing your possessions. And they also cause diseases. They're not the Aladdin version of a genie, okay? Those are trickster spirits. They make you think, right, sort of like Satan, that they're going to give you everything at your feet. You want fame, you want fortune. Okay, yeah, I'll grant you your wishes, right? Come along. And then they switch up on you, okay? There are lots of those in Santeria. There are lots of those in Voodoo, Hoodoo. That is why I constantly, on a constant basis, guys, I turn away people. If I know, if my spirit guys get a whiff that you are conjuring or playing with trickster spirits, I cannot read for you. I cannot exchange energy for you, okay? I have to suss you out, okay? So let's talk about that further. All right. There are in the Goetia teaches about King Paimon. King Paimon is in the Goetia and teaches science and answers other questions. So for instance, King Paimon is one that will get invoked, okay, to answer questions, okay? There is a clonic. A clonic appears in the Secrets of Solomon. It is a demon for money and wealth, okay? This information is also in the Hermetic Library. This is an esoteric library, guys, that is normally followed by those who follow the teachings of Aleister Crowley, okay, Luciferians, okay. This stuff is not open to the general public. If you go right now on the website and try to go into the Hermetic Library, you're not granted access, okay. It's very much like a subscription. You have to pay for it. People are paying for this knowledge, guys. They're not letting it out, you know, on Facebook, Instagram, things like that. Okay. So another king that's talked about frequently amongst pagans and witches who invoke these spirits is King Balaam. King Balaam is a scry spirit, okay? And you will also hear a lot about King Solomon, okay? So King Balaam is a diviner, okay, in the Torah, whose story begins in chapter 22 of the book of Numbers. Every ancient reference considers him a non-Israelite prophet and son of Beor, B-E-O-R. Okay, he is a wicked man in the Torah, and in the New Testament, he sabotaged the Israelites as they entered the promised land. Okay, he teaches on how to commit sin, sexual immorality. Food is sacrificed to him for idols. Okay, he is discussed in 2 Peter 2:15, in Jude 1:11, and Revelation 2:14, and in Numbers 31:16. Okay, so Yogasath is also commonly another demon that is invoked, okay, by Luciferians. Okay, people say that this is a fictional character, okay, but there are those that say no, that this demon is real. Okay, so you will get variations of these demons. Some people will say no, that they're real. Others will say no, I've called on them, so it definitely exists. Now keep in mind, to know their name is power. Okay, if you've ever seen an exorcism, if you've never seen an exorcism, go and look it up. Okay, that's frequently on YouTube. If you know their name, okay, they do not like you to know their name. Okay, because there's power. You can banish them by knowing their name. Okay, just like you can invoke them, you can call them, you can also banish them by saying, in the name of Jesus, you are not to be here. Okay, for instance, all right? Or by saying, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, ancestors, please protect my space from said demon. Okay, and that's why in the Bible, for instance, when Jesus cast out the demon that was in the man and it ran into the pigs, they didn't give their name. They simply said, I am Legion. Okay, which lets you know that there was a hierarchy. Okay, he was the highest of that hierarchy of demons. Okay, so just so you know that. All right, so Clonic is number 1 of 18 servant spirits. Okay, he doesn't care if you are human. He doesn't care if you are human trafficked. He is about possessions. Okay, in the Golic tradition, he looks like he is on the auction block. Okay, so that is one that is frequently invoked. Okay, and is of the 72 monsters, okay, or demons that King Solomon works. Okay, that is also much loved by Lucifer. Okay, so let's go back to King Paimon. King Paimon is knowledge in the path of the future and the past. Okay, and clears up any doubts. Okay, they also can give you visions, and with acquiring, hold on, let me see how I wrote this. I wrote this fast. With acquiring flight. Okay, Gorbora is a aspect of God, a serpent. Maluk, world of man. Orabus is superior to Prince Duke. I already went over that one. Okay, so you want to, like I said, a lot of these witches are not putting salt around themselves, guys, for protection when they are invoking these spirits. I know, because like I said, spirit lets me go and see what these covens are doing. Okay, and that's why I'm frequently a target for these spiritual attacks. Okay, now if you have a soulmate, guys, or a twin flame, okay, that is working out of their shadow side, okay, meaning they are working out of their lower 3 chakras, it is very easy for a demon like this to gain possession of your person. And if you watched Aaron Abkhe, he explains it perfectly. They do not stay on that person at all times. Okay, they feed off of that person for a little while, and then when that person is up, you know, their mood is up, they go away. When the person mood is bad again, or they say they're using drugs, that demon will gain possession again. Or depending on the hierarchy, another one will jump on them. And in voodoo, okay, this is called riding. Okay, this is called riding a human. Okay, in voodoo, I'm not saying nothing bad about voodoo. There is good and bad in all things, guys. There is light and dark in all things. But in voodoo, what people who conjure up spirits typically do is they call on any one of these demons to ride them. Okay, and they'll have convulsions, they'll have seizures, etc. With a normal human being, okay, a normal person who's not doing any conjuring, they will do seizures, slight seizures, or you will see raises and lowering of a person's mood. Okay, if somebody quickly changes their mood from like nice, tranquil to angry, that's how you can tell. Okay, they won't really, they're more sophisticated and more low key. Okay, depending on the type of, demon that's being invoked. Okay, so they're not gonna start having you spaz out. It wants to be more inconspicuous. All right, so keep in mind that most of these demons are demons of greed, demons of lust, any of the 7 deadly sins. Okay, and again, they are getting invoked and they are getting unleashed on this world. As you guys know or may not know, there are grid lines here all over the world, such as in Egypt, such as in Machu Picchu. Okay, even Hollywood, guys, in the form of chakras. Okay, Hollywood is at the lower scale, so that's why it exists. Okay, and if you know anything about witches, Hollywood is the wood that's burned to burn witches at the stake. Okay, that's why there was a witch hunt. Okay, witches is also known as wise one, wise person. Okay, that's why brujos and brujas exist. We are wise. Spirit has given us the keys, okay, the knowledge to tap into this stuff effortlessly. I mean, Spirit can let me see this just by astral traveling in one night, and I won't even ask. Okay, but when people are conjuring up these demons for bad, for their own selfish gains, guys, for greed, for fame, for money, for lust, make no doubt about it. Okay, they are entering into a contract with these deities, these beings. Okay. All right, so Crocell, for instance, teaches geometry and liberal science, makes noises and warms water. Belith is a succubus and incubus, and it causes all the love in both men and women to seduce. Okay, so they do, when they are on a person such as yourself or somebody else, they can jump onto somebody, such as a succubus or an incubus, can jump onto somebody and make that person more attractive. Okay, another one could jump onto somebody and then you'll think somebody's very intelligent all of a sudden, and they're really not. It's really the demon that's taking them over. So like somebody that's really dumb, and all of a sudden they're talking about, like, I don't know, higher levels of math or geometry or anything with math and science. You'll be like, wow, where did that come from? It's coming from a demon. Okay, and I've seen it firsthand, guys. My soulmate has 3 of them that constantly come to him on a regular basis. And the last time I talked to him, I told them, I said, you got demons on you. Okay, Spirit, let me see them. Okay, and of course they're not going to say, oh yeah, I have them on me. They're going to deny it and say, no, what are you talking about? To go and get somebody a limpia, guys, they're going to fight it. I mean, it's just like having an exorcism. They're going to fight it tooth and nail, because that demon does not want to be found out. Okay, they are enjoying that host, that person, and sucking the life force out of them. All right, let me see what else did I want to go over today. If you are ever in the presence of one, you definitely want to take a bath. Okay, you want to take a salt bath. You want to pray to your archangels, to Jesus, to any of the ascended masters that hold power. In the next in the coming videos I'm gonna do, we will talk more about the archangels. For instance, Archangel Raphael is not even mentioned in in the Christian Bible, but he is mentioned in great detail in the Quran and in the Torah. Okay, so we are coming from a place of open-mindedness here with this, guys. I know a lot of people, they grow up being either Catholic or Christian here in the Western part of the world, but I definitely want you to expand and open up your mind. Okay, I will leave links down below for references for future videos about hoodoo, voodoo. Okay, because that's where I'm going next. That's where I'm segueing into next. And others on the archangels. Okay, it is important for you to know all of the archangels. Okay, there are many. Okay, and they are like I said, there is a hierarchy. Okay, so you definitely want to start being open-minded about that. Okay, let's see, where else did I want to go with this? I think that's it for now, guys. Like I said, I am waiting for my call from Barnes and Noble. There is something that I want to show you guys when it comes in. I don't want to ruin the surprise, but when it comes in, I want to use it as a reference, okay, as a reference point for this teaching. Okay, so this video, I'm going to try to keep it under an hour. This is going to be about 30 minutes. Go ahead and look at the links below, guys, because they are important. And I hope you like this video. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.